Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, I want to talk to you about a powerful and blessed act of worship that can transform our lives, the Tahajjud prayer. Specifically, we will explore how Tahajjud can be a means to attain rizq, sustenance, love and relief from problems, and how committing to a 15-day challenge can bring about remarkable change in our lives. Brothers and sisters, Tahajjud is not just a voluntary prayer. It is a special time when we are closest to our Creator. The quiet of the night provides a unique opportunity to connect deeply with Allah, to pour out our hearts, and to seek His mercy and guidance. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the importance of this prayer, encouraging us to wake up in the last third of the night to seek Allah's blessings. Now, many of us face difficulties in our rizq, in love, or in overcoming various problems. We often try worldly solutions, but the real power lies in turning to Allah sincerely and consistently. The Tahajjud Wazifa, or supplication, is a proven means to open the doors of rizq, strengthen loving bonds, and find solutions to our hardships. Here's the secret: consistency is key. Committing to a 15-day challenge to wake up for Tahajjud and making specific heartfelt du'as during this blessed time can bring about transformative results. During these nights, we should ask Allah for rizq that is pure and abundant, for love and harmony in our relationships, and for relief from any difficulties we face. Remember, brothers and sisters, Allah is the most generous. He loves when His servants turn to Him with sincerity. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said that the dua made during Tahajjud is accepted, and Allah descends to the lowest heaven, saying, "Who is calling upon me so I may respond to him?" So, I urge you all, start this 15-day challenge. Wake up, perform Tahajjud with full sincerity, recite the Quran and make dua for your needs. Be patient, trust in Allah's wisdom and remain consistent. The results may surprise you. Doors opening, hearts connecting, and relief from troubles. In conclusion, brothers and sisters, never underestimate the power of this night prayer. It is a means of divine mercy, a gateway to sustenance, love, and relief. Make this your journey for the next 15 days and see how Allah transforms your life, inshallah. The power of Tahajjud. Tahajjud is a special voluntary prayer performed in the quiet of the night that brings us closer to Allah and is highly encouraged for seeking blessings and mercy. The power of Tahajjud is truly immense, and it holds a special place in the hearts of believers because of its unique status in Islamic worship. Tahajjud, also known as the night prayer, is a voluntary act of worship that occurs during the last third of the night, a time when the world is silent and the heart is most receptive. It is a time when a Muslim disconnects from worldly distractions and turns solely to Allah with humility, sincerity, and devotion. The significance of Tahajjud is emphasized repeatedly in the Quran and Hadith, making it a highly recommended act for those seeking closeness to Allah, forgiveness, and blessings. One of the most profound aspects of Tahajjud is that it is performed in the quiet of the night, a period when the soul is at its most vulnerable and sincere. During these peaceful moments, the heart is free from the noise of daily life and the mind is more focused on the Creator. Allah, in His infinite mercy, has made this time a special window for His servants to seek His help, forgiveness, and blessings. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the best example for us all, regularly performed Tahajjud, especially during difficult times or when seeking special blessings. His dedication to this prayer underscores its importance and the immense spiritual benefits it brings. The act of waking up in the middle of the night, leaving behind sleep and comfort, signifies a high level of devotion and trust in Allah. It demonstrates a sincere desire to seek Allah's pleasure above worldly comfort. When a person prays Tahajjud, they are engaging in a private conversation with Allah, pouring out their heart, hopes, fears, and gratitude. This intimate act fosters a deep spiritual connection that can't be achieved through any other act of worship. It is a moment of sincerity when the individual can truly express their needs and seek divine guidance. Moreover, the dua made during Tahajjud is considered especially potent and accepted by Allah. The Prophet, peace be upon him, mentioned in various hadiths that the supplications made during the last third of the night are answered. This is because during this time, Allah descends to the lowest heaven and invites His servants to ask, promising to grant their needs. It is a time when Allah's mercy is abundant and supplications are more likely to be accepted. The tranquility and humility of the worshipper during Tahajjud make their dua more sincere and heartfelt, increasing its chances of acceptance. The spiritual benefits of Tahajjud extend beyond just asking for worldly needs. It is a means of purifying the heart, increasing patience, and developing gratitude. Through regular Tahajjud, believers develop a stronger relationship with Allah, which in turn nurtures inner peace and contentment. It helps in reducing stress and anxiety because the worshipper places their trust entirely in Allah's wisdom and mercy. This act of devotion also cultivates discipline, self-control, and resilience, qualities that are essential for overcoming life's challenges. Many people find that performing Tahajjud leads to a sense of spiritual awakening and clarity. It helps them reflect on their life, seek forgiveness for their sins, and renew their intentions. The night prayer becomes a moment of introspection, where one can evaluate their relationship with Allah and make sincere resolutions to improve themselves. The connection established during Tahajjud is not just for immediate needs, but also for long-term spiritual growth and success in this world and the hereafter. Another important aspect of Tahajjud is that it is a demonstration of love and loyalty to Allah. It is an act that requires effort, sacrifice, and sincerity, reflecting a deep love for the Creator. The more one invests in this night worship, the closer they feel to Allah's mercy and blessings. Many believers testify that even if they do not see immediate worldly results, their hearts become calmer, their faith strengthens, and they experience a profound sense of peace and contentment. This internal tranquility is one of the greatest rewards of Tahajjud. In conclusion, the power of Tahajjud lies in its ability to draw us nearer to Allah in a time when the doors of mercy are wide open. It is a practice that nurtures the soul, purifies the heart, and strengthens our connection with our Creator. By dedicating ourselves to performing Tahajjud regularly, especially during the last third of the night, we open ourselves to divine mercy, guidance, and blessings. It's a beautiful act of worship that transforms not only our spiritual state, but also positively impacts our worldly affairs, bringing peace, clarity, and blessings into our lives. The more we embrace this night prayer with sincerity and consistency, the more we will witness the profound changes it can bring. Insha'Allah. Benefits of a 15-day challenge. Committing to waking up for Tahajjud over 15 days with sincere dua can lead to remarkable improvements in rizq, love, and relief from problems, as consistent supplication opens divine doors. Committing to a 15-day challenge of waking up for Tahajjud and sincerely making dua has the potential to bring about remarkable changes in one's life, especially when approached with genuine faith and heartfelt devotion. This practice is more than just a temporary act. It is an investment in one's spiritual growth and a means to open the doors of divine mercy and blessings. When a person makes a conscious decision to wake up during the quiet hours of the night, it signifies a deep commitment to their relationship with Allah, demonstrating sincerity, humility, and trust. This consistency over 15 days creates a powerful rhythm of worship that can have transformative effects on various aspects of life. The core idea behind this challenge is that Allah is near and responsive, especially during the last third of the night, a time when supplications are believed to be most likely accepted. The act of waking up from sleep to pray and make dua is itself a sign of sincere devotion. It shows that the worshipper values their connection with Allah more than the comfort of sleep and worldly distractions. In the solitude of the night, when the world is silent, the heart is more open and receptive, allowing the believer to communicate with Allah in a pure, unfiltered manner. This sincerity amplifies the power of their dua, increasing the likelihood of divine response and blessing. Making dua during Tahajjud is not limited to asking for worldly needs. It encompasses seeking forgiveness, guidance, protection from harm, and blessings in this life and the hereafter. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the importance and effectiveness of dua made during this blessed time, stating that Allah descends to the lowest heaven and invites His servants to ask Him, promising to grant their needs. This divine mercy is vast, and the night offers a special opportunity for believers to connect with it. When a person commits to this practice for 15 days, they are essentially creating a consistent habit of turning to Allah in moments of vulnerability and sincerity, which can deepen their faith and reliance on divine help. Furthermore, the benefits of this challenge extend beyond immediate supplications. It is a means of cultivating patience, discipline, and resilience. Waking up early in the morning repeatedly for 15 days requires effort and determination, especially when faced with the comfort of sleep and the demands of daily life. As the worshipper persists, they develop a sense of self-control and commitment, which spills over into other areas of life, encouraging perseverance, focus, and dedication. This discipline nurtures a mindset of reliance on Allah's mercy and sustains one's spiritual momentum even beyond the initial 15 days. The spiritual upliftment obtained from this challenge is profound. Regularly waking up for tahajjud and sincerely making dua helps purify the heart of arrogance, pride, and worldly attachment. It fosters humility by reminding the believer of their dependence on Allah alone and their need for divine guidance and mercy. As they see the tangible effects of their sincere supplications, whether through answered prayers or inner peace, they develop a stronger trust in Allah's wisdom and timing. This trust can significantly improve their outlook on life, reducing feelings of anxiety and despair and replacing them with hope and gratitude. In addition to the spiritual and emotional benefits, this practice can lead to noticeable positive changes in one's worldly affairs. Many people who commit to this challenge report an increase in barakah, blessings, in their sustenance, better relationships, and a greater sense of clarity and purpose. The act of turning to Allah with sincerity and humility during the quiet of the night often results in divine guidance and solutions to problems that seemed insurmountable. It is as if the night becomes a conduit for divine intervention, where heartfelt dua can influence circumstances and bring about positive transformations. Another beautiful aspect of this challenge is that it encourages introspection and self-improvement. As the worshipper dedicates time to dua, they also reflect on their actions, seek forgiveness for past sins, and renew their intentions. Over 15 days, this consistent connection with Allah cultivates a sense of spiritual awakening and self-awareness that can lead to lasting positive changes. It is not merely about asking for worldly gains, but about transforming the heart, developing gratitude, and strengthening faith. This inner transformation often manifests outwardly as increased patience, kindness, and a sense of purpose. Most importantly, this challenge emphasizes sincerity and trust in Allah. The believer learns that Allah is always near and responsive to genuine dua made with pure intention. The 15-day period serves as a stepping stone to establish a lifelong habit of night worship and supplication. Even if one does not see immediate results, the spiritual benefits such as inner peace, increased faith, and divine closeness are invaluable. It is a reminder that the act of turning to Allah with sincere dua is an act of love and devotion that can sustain the believer through life's ups and downs. In conclusion, committing to a 15-day tahajjud and dua challenge is a powerful practice that can bring about profound spiritual and worldly benefits. It strengthens faith, cultivates patience, increases reliance on divine mercy, and fosters inner peace. The sincerity and effort put into this practice create a spiritual momentum that can lead to lasting positive change, making it a highly recommended means of seeking Allah's blessings and mercy. The key is sincerity, consistency, and trust. Knowing that Allah's mercy is vast and that He responds to those who turn to Him with a pure heart. Sincerity and trust in Allah, persistently and sincerely turning to Allah during tahajjud, especially in this blessed time, increases the likelihood of accepted dua, divine mercy, and positive transformations in life. The significance of taking time for oneself each day to reflect, breathe, and reconnect with the inner self cannot be overstated. In the midst of our busy, often hectic lives, finding moments of stillness becomes a necessity rather than a luxury. When we dedicate even a few minutes daily to quiet contemplation, it allows us to step back from the chaos and noise of the outside world and tune into our inner landscape. This practice of self-reflection and mindfulness can serve as a powerful tool for personal growth, emotional balance, and spiritual nourishment. It helps us gain clarity about our thoughts, feelings, and intentions, enabling us to live more consciously and intentionally. Taking time to pause each day encourages us to become more aware of our inner state. In a world filled with distractions, we often go through our routines on autopilot, unaware of how we truly feel or what we genuinely need. By intentionally setting aside moments for reflection, we create space to examine our thoughts and emotions without judgment. This process fosters self-awareness, which is the foundation for self-improvement. When we recognize our patterns, whether positive or negative, we can make more mindful choices and respond to situations with greater clarity and wisdom. It also allows us to identify sources of stress or dissatisfaction and address them proactively rather than reactively. Moreover, daily reflection cultivates gratitude. When we take time to appreciate the small blessings and acknowledge the positives in our lives, it shifts our perspective from scarcity to abundance. This shift can significantly enhance our overall well-being and happiness. Gratitude has been shown to increase resilience, improve relationships, and boost mental health. By making it a daily habit to reflect on what we are thankful for, we nurture a more optimistic outlook, which can help us navigate life's challenges with a calmer, more centered mindset. In addition to fostering gratitude, this daily practice can serve as a moment for setting intentions. Each day presents opportunities and challenges, and how we approach them greatly influences our experiences. When we pause to reflect, we can set clear, purposeful intentions for the day ahead, whether it's to be more patient, compassionate, productive, or mindful. These intentions act as guiding principles that keep us aligned with our values and goals. Over time, this intentional approach to life can lead to greater fulfillment and a sense of purpose. Practicing daily reflection also enhances our emotional intelligence. By regularly checking in with ourselves, we become better at recognizing and understanding our emotions, which in turn improves our ability to empathize with others. Emotional intelligence is essential for building strong relationships, resolving conflicts, and navigating social dynamics effectively. When we are aware of our emotional states, we can manage them more skillfully, reducing impulsivity and increasing our capacity for compassion and patience. This self-awareness cultivated through daily reflection ultimately leads to healthier, more meaningful interactions with those around us. Spending time in quiet contemplation has spiritual benefits as well. For many, it is a form of prayer or mindfulness that deepens their connection with the divine or their higher self. It provides an opportunity to express gratitude, seek guidance, or simply be in a state of surrender and trust. This daily spiritual practice nurtures inner peace and resilience, helping us to stay grounded amidst external chaos. It reminds us that we are part of a larger, interconnected universe, and that our inner state influences our external experiences. Furthermore, dedicating time each day for reflection can serve as an anchor amidst life's uncertainties. When difficulties arise, having a daily practice of mindfulness can help us remain calm and centered. It acts as a refuge, a mental and emotional reset button that allows us to approach problems with clarity and patience. Over time, this leads to increased resilience. We become better equipped to handle stress, setbacks, and unexpected challenges without becoming overwhelmed. The benefits of this daily practice extend beyond individual well-being. When we cultivate inner peace and balance, it positively influences our interactions with others. We become more empathetic, patient, and understanding, creating a ripple effect that can improve our relationships and foster a more compassionate community. Small acts of kindness and patience often originate from a well-nurtured inner state. As we become more mindful of our own needs and emotions, we are better positioned to support and uplift those around us. Incorporating this habit into our daily routine does not require extensive time or effort. Even a few minutes, perhaps, during morning meditation, a quiet moment during lunch or before bedtime can make a significant difference. The key is consistency and sincerity. As we develop this habit, it becomes a natural part of our day, a sacred pause that reconnects us with ourselves and the divine. Over time, these moments of reflection can transform into a source of strength, guiding us through life's ups and downs with greater clarity and peace. Ultimately, dedicating time each day to pause, reflect, and reconnect is an act of self-love and self-care. It reminds us that amidst the demands and distractions, our well-being and inner peace are worth nurturing. It is a gentle reminder that life is not solely about achievement and productivity, but also about being present, grateful, and aligned with our true selves. This daily practice fosters a more mindful, compassionate, and balanced life, enriching our journey and helping us to live with greater purpose and serenity. May Allah grant us all the ability to worship Him sincerely and accept our efforts.